And Fashion Wednesday, we're talking about hats with Angela Stone. How are you doing, Angela?
Good, thank you.
That's good. We kind of need these hats now in this weather, unfortunately, don't we?
Absolutely. I think once the weather gets down, around that 12 kind of degrees, girls, you need to be leaving home with a hat on every day. You know what I mean? They do it in France, it happens in London, and there's no reason why it can't happen here. It's just one of those accessories that ladies think, oh, I can't wear a hat. It's almost a little bit too decadent for some.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. But it's kind of getting into that habit of doing that, isn't it?
Absolutely. And, and not being afraid, and just realising that, there are actually hats for all different types of occasions as well. Whether you're off to the office or you're going out for a walk, the Baker style hat. And thanks to Viv from Vivacious, who's brought in some of these hats for us today, just to show you this Baker style. It's great for casual, but it's also very trendy as well.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, and it's got a little bit of embellishment as well, which really adds personality. And the peak is not too big. Now, I know a lot of ladies think, oh, I can't wear hats because of my shaped face and things like that. Girls, just pop them on and actually enjoy them.
Wear them and try them out. And that would be a good hat that you could kind of wear for a lot of occasions. Like you could wear
very
it
much so
to formal, but to also, around the office and things.
That's exactly right. And it just dresses you up, and it just adds one more very simple kind of accessory it's timeless. They just don't date. And Viv has also brought in some other very gorgeous hats. Now, girls, let's just say we're going off to one of the balls.
Yes.
Okay. It's cold outside. With this little bit of netting, it just gives a certain amount of elegance.
Yes, it's glamour, isn't it?
It is absolute glamour at its best. Isn't this beautiful?
Oh my gosh,
I just think that is absolutely stunning. And I love this little wee number too, especially in the weekends with a nice pair of jeans, pair of heels, a little wee jacket, pop your wee hat on. And the great thing about it too is, I'm really quite practical. They keep you warm.
Yes, that's the most important thing. And that colour, Angela, that's quite good for a lot of people, isn't it? And a lot of hair colours?
Very much so, because of the contrast. Especially for someone like myself who's got such dark hair, it really will pop, but it looks great amongst blonde-haired girls as well. So it really does work.
Very nice colour to try.
Very much so. So you don't just have to go for a black hat. You can bring in one of these little cosy numbers.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. So don't feel, girls, that you have to be wearing this colour to actually be able to wear it in a hat, because even someone like myself, you can just pop it on and it's just kind of quite cute. You could be off to take the dog for a walk, and I don't have to have this colour on to make it work.
That hat looks gorgeous. It's one of those things again that you see hats, but until you actually try them on and see what they look like, they're completely different again.
That's exactly right. And purple, colour of the season, girls. It goes with everything. It looks great with your greys, your browns, your blacks. So just don't restrict the fact that it is a coloured hat.
Love that.
And I have to say, this is actually one of my own that I've bought in.
Oh, beautiful.
And I know, I bought this in Sydney not so long ago. This style is really huge. It's like it's like the cap kind of hat. And as you can see, Gucci have gone really big, with the equestrian kind of looks. Well, this is the kind of hat that has that same kind of similar look as well.
Isn't it beautiful? That looks gorgeous. And just note with the detail on the side there, the cute wee sparkly bow.
That's exactly right. And girls, there's no reason why, if you've got a hat at home, that you can't actually add some embellishments to it, like some buttons, or like this little wee guy's got this little clippy bow. It's actually stuck on there, but you could take yourself off to Spotlight and actually get some embellishments and little things like this
and make it your own.
Very much so.
Good
Personalise
idea.
it.
Very good idea.
Yeah, and then there's always the fluffy warm hat.
Yes, we have to have one of those, don't we?
We do. I think beanies are great for sport and that type of thing, so keeping the heat in. But on the rugby field on a Saturday morning or at netball, you really do need to keep yourself really warm.
And that's lovely, isn't it? That just feels amazing.
So don't be afraid. Actually, try them on. I think a lot of girls, I've heard them say to me over the years, I can't wear hats, I don't have the right shaped face. Well, try them on and change your hairstyle as well. Like if you've got longer hair like yourself, maybe plait your hair, then put your hat on, have some little wee low ponytails kind of coming through, so we can still see your hair. It's very cute.
Because I think that's probably quite a common concern is, what do we do with our hair underneath our hat?
Yes.
And also you want to be, if you're wearing it and you're heading to work and things like that, you still want to be able to take your hat off and not have to go and redo your hair.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Another tip too, girls, to keep your hat on, you know, for quite a long length of time, you know, if your hair is really, really clean, you do run the risk of actually losing your hat.
Hat hair,
Yes.
or losing your hat, yeah.
Yes, so, you know, don't put too much kind of effort into worrying too much about your hair. Like, just let your hat go on top of your head and just give it a good shake once you've taken it off.
Fantastic. Yeah. And there's just so many different varieties out there now, isn't there, that you can find them everywhere.
You can, you know, all the way from Vivacious and Horsewell to Farmers. And Ballantyne's also have a fantastic selection of hats.
Lovely. Well, these are gorgeous. What a beautiful range. So thank you very much to Viv and, of course, to you, Angela, for showing us how to wear these gorgeous hats. Just want to try them all on now myself. But these are the winter must-have accessories, so make sure you do pick up a hat, and as you mentioned, Angela, try them on. Try all the different styles you can.
That's exactly right. And pick up a wee selection of colours as well. And don't be afraid to actually just, it's like your scarf. Pop it on and enjoy it.
And don't limit yourself to just one.
No.
That's the advice. Thank you very much, Angela. We will see you again next week.